Welcome back, everybody, to more Lies of P. Last time we were here, we went in search for the cure via the alchemists, only to find out that they themselves were creating monsters. We gathered the golden ergo from the swamps and proceeded to return to Hotel Krat, where we found the city being overrun by more monsters, ergo spilling up from the ground in crystalline form. And finally, the hotel attacked and destroyed, and Geppetto gone. Let's see what we can do about this. Let the heart beat on. Okay. Attacked Hotel Krat. I do believe the last time we were here, something was said to us.
I knew it. There is a secret passage. The stalkers must be getting information from the alchemists. It might be the only path to their base. Hurry.
We were told about a secret passage. Oh boy. Ooh, that's a monstrous visage. God. Okay. We were told about the secret passage that could be opened by playing the piano. Play a certain scale. And the scale we play is the main menu. Okay. Before we do that, though, oh, Venini's got something for us. We can go back to the Barren Swamp. Venini, what do you got for us?
Looks like you've dealt with the puppets menacing the hotel steps in your typically dashing style. That should give us more than enough readings to analyze. The King of Puppets used carefully measured ergo wavelengths to control other puppets. But that's just the means to an end. We still don't know if the frenzy arose by the King of Puppets, or if someone else is pulling the strings. No pun intended. I must find a way to prevent puppets from hurting any more humans. The tragedy of Arlecchino must remain a one-time performance. These records are like a puzzle wrapped in riddles. But I always did love puzzles. The light shines brightest in the darkest times, and you will be the first light. I am counting on you.
Okay.
I always welcome...
Let's teleport to another Stargazer. We'll go to the Barren Swamp. To check on the puppet that was here that we saw last episode and last stream. Tick tock.
Hello, my only friend. What have you come to tell me? Being angry for someone else's sake. I think it's brave. I hope I find someone I can be brave for. Thank you so much.
A resplendent ergo fragment. That's great, but there is something else that we need to do here. We were told about this the last time. Oh, he was gonna try and get. Oh, he was gonna try and get us open. Looks like it is open for us.
Oh, you're here. See? I told you I'd do it. No trace of Alidoro inside, though. And the Hermit's Cave itself is too deep for me. My next stop is the Relic of Trismegistus, one of Alidoro's favorite treasure hunting grounds. I'm curious why he'd go back there time after time. Oh, maybe I'm getting the hang of this sort of work. See you later, treasure hunter.
We'll see more of Hugo later. Purification ampule, and we are already going to have to use it. Awesome. Someone's reports. This place is contaminated too. There isn't much extra water left. The kind hermit helped me, but he knows he's not going to last much longer either. Terrible mutations from the side effects of the petrification disease, neutralization process. Many people of Krat will turn into carcasses. The alchemist's monsters. My friends are the only thing that comes to mind in my final moments. Lumiccio is ill, Sophia is missing, Lorenzini lost hope, H is dead, and here I am, Medoro. We risked our lives, fought from each post, but sometimes there are no rewards still. Some things are left, something even power and lies can't hide, the truth. Someone will unearth the truth, someone will unveil the lie. Taking the extra step forward for the people coming behind, I believe that was my role. I am Medoro, the reporter. My weapon was my pen and the truth. Now I leave my records to you who visit this place from Medoro. So it looks like Medoro is passed away. Sad to see. Resplendent ergo fragment. impressive. That's Stargazer. So checkpoint. Black steel cutter, black steel cutter handle. I've seen the revelations of Blue Butterfly. They have asked me to free them from the prison of time. The fairy is far, the fairy is crying. The hands of the clock have gone round and round to find the boy's future. Interesting. I leave the butterflies writing here. Remember, you are human. Now it's time to get out of the string. Black Cat Hunting Sparrow and a quartz. Got 2 quartzes. A lot of extra stuff. her way out of Hermit's Cave. Or rather, just quickly back to that. Magazine. Back to Hotel Krat. A bunch of ergos. We're only 17 minutes into this. Hopefully we won't go nearly as long as we did
No matter
last
what
time.
fate's serving, welcome to Hotel.
Upstairs, let's put our quartzes in. Array. I'm down to increase the special grindstone uses. Pulse cells increase. One means our Fable Art because we've been using that a fair bit amount. And we'll increase our charge. How's our nose doing? Oh, pretty good amount.
Whatever choice you...
How much more ergo do we need? We need 13. Almost
No matter
14K.
what, serving welcome to.
So let's see if we can sell a few things. Sell that. Beautiful. we definitely need more stamina. I'm finding that we're running out way too easily. See, downward. Yeah, look at the person who gets this.
Who would have guessed all this was beneath the hotel? Wait. Is this the relic of Trismegistus?
I am underground.
You know, it's
but I
the
see
strangest
butterflies
feeling. I think I've been here before. Maybe I haven't gotten all my memories back after all. I don't know exactly what's going on, but someone was dragged away from here. We have to follow. Hurry!
Full Moonstone of the Covenant. Enhanced alchemical booster. God, I'm getting my ass beat today. Iron Wall Amulet. Here's Alidoro. How the hell did we get over to him? First Knight's Halberd handle. Blade.
And it's another lovely day in Crod City. What a time to be alive! Or a reasonable approximation, revived. Soon, this little dance of ours will come to an end. No one's ever danced longer, I promise, my friend. Will you stay with me too and face whatever is coming? For today's a new day, and we have to keep running. I knew that you would, and I find that refreshing. So, the King of Riddles will now hear your confession. Blind confessions reveal one's true guilt. True confessions of blood being spilled one's black and white. A no or a yes. Is Geppetto's creation a killer? Confess. Bravo, fantastico! The spilling of blood is one of life's pleasures, and murder, a passion of mine, one I treasure. Don't be ashamed or embarrassed about it. Murder honors life by living without it. Impending death makes you think on existence, huh? Isn't that just so human? You're going the distance. Now stand up straight, chin out. Here's your key. This isn't the last you'll be seeing of me. I hope you enjoyed our time, second fiddle. But for now, that's farewell from the King of Riddle.
Only a hissing static remains. Vivid Ergo fragment. But Arlecchino actually did just remind me of something. We never ended up going back for that one. We never ended up going back for that one thing. That one Trinity room. I don't believe we did. Jump soon enough. Or I jumped too early. Headphones down. Protection. And that is the boss. We definitely need to head back and restock. Okay. Station lobby. That's actually where we want to go. Because I don't believe we ended up going after this trend. We got the key later. But I don't believe we actually came back to this training door. Yeah. So let's pick up this training door. No, we did not. Okay. Remember the Metal Angel. We are simply on a journey that follows his footsteps. Song of the day, the pickpocket who was overconfident in a gamble had his heart stolen and died. Workshop Master's Workwear, Carrier's Amulet, +1. +1 amulet. Nice. Okay. Back to the relic. That's right, back off. Let's drop a star fragment.
Accept your fate. Death has come for you.
Interesting.
Big Brother always looked out for me. I'm gonna smash you to pieces! Avenge you. That stupid puppet. Beat us.
Even if we're just fakes by time, you're going down. Maybe when we're close to our fate. Did I train harder? Better gear.
Rabbit Brotherhood?
Okay, I give up. Just don't kill me. Oh, amazing. I didn't expect you to thrash those rabbit fellows too. You're here looking for Geppetto, aren't you? The fox and the cat have got that old man. They took the submarine from that dock over there. They probably went to the alchemist's isle. There should be another one. You should commandeer it. If anyone asks, I didn't see anything. There should be something left at the dock. If anyone asks, I didn't see anything. I'm just a guest here, with no special obligation to the hotel. But if you still want to hear... The alchemist said they would help me escape from the city. Talk about an offer I couldn't refuse. I can't live in the hotel forever. I need to move up and move on. Also, there was someone who was so annoying. That's all. Does that suffice? There should be something left at the dock. Right. I had a feeling you would ask sooner or later. It's because of that girl, isn't it? I am not Alidoro, the Hound. Not the real one, anyway. I used to be Alidoro's partner. I admired him, to be honest. He was amazing. Amazing at everything, except making a profit, that is. But he didn't need to cut me off just because I sold some antiques. I mean, what's a few antiques when you've got bills to pay? We argued. One thing led to another, and I had to kill him. But stealing his identity was the logical next step. My original code name is Parrot, after all. Fitting, isn't it? Oh, he was also from the country of the morning. Maybe he shares some blood with the girl. And that's my story. Tragic tale. Do you want to hear more? There should be something left at the dock. Oh, I, Alidoro, am too great a treasure hunter. See for yourself. I said. There should be something left at the dock. Oh, what a murderous air you have. You're going to kill me? I know what you are. You're Geppetto's puppet, aren't you? If someone isn't trying to kill you, you can't hurt them either. That limitation makes it seem like your creator didn't trust you very much. Smart of him. So, what will it be, Mr. Handsome Idiot? Leave quietly? Or shut up and buy something? You're like a human.
That's the point. Damn asshole. Great Vanini collection.
It was a total attack. The Black Rabbit Brotherhood, the Fox, the Cat, and Alidoro too. I don't even want to guess what they might be planning, pal. This way must lead to their headquarters, shall we? Hey, look! That lever resembles... Yes! It seems we can use it to call a submarine.
The Great Vanini and Pistris the submarine. You're all invited to the launching of the ceremony of Vanini Company's new submarine, the Pistris. Come and see Pistris dashing dignity, sizes, propulsion method, Lorenzini engine, and lead-acid batteries. Lorenzinian patented product named after Mr. Vanini. The new method generates bigger electric output by electrically stimulating ergo. Supplementary power on top of that, it serves as ballast on the bottom of the submarine. Such an innovative design. A one-time chance to take a peek at the future of Krat, the study of science. Don't miss out. Come and join us. Pull the lever! Sorry, had to. Huh. I thought it'd be bigger.
Listen, pal. Nice landing, but, let's not make it a habit.
Nice landing. You beached a friggin' submarine.
What the? Hey, it's Sophia.
I am finally meeting you here. You're a clever one, so it shouldn't surprise you that the Sophia at the hotel isn't really me. My real self is on the upper part of the Abbey. I became his tool a long time ago. I have endured such pain. My soul split into pieces. Truth is, I guided you this far not to save Krat, but to save me. I felt guilty about that. But I was so elated when you answered my call. Despite it all, I thank you. My spirit and my body have lived apart for too long. Perhaps in death, they will reunite. In peace, I'll grant you my power before my spirit diminishes further. Stargazer will guide you, clever one. If you find my body, please help me find peace. My guidance ends here. After images of memories rage on the seaside because of Ergo, please be careful. I can't hold out forever, but I'll support you. The petrification disease freezes time and memory within the afflicted body. Ergo is the purified essence of that life, trapped by the petrification disease. When I discovered that, it opened my eyes, and I was able to manipulate time using Ergo. Simon, on the other hand, is trying to use my power to fuel his ambition. I wound back your time to protect you, so you could stand against him. So stop him. Save Krat. I am the daughter of Valentinus, leader of the alchemists. Simon was my father's right-hand man. Ambition overwhelmed him, however, and he spread the petrification disease, taking countless lives. Why would he do that? I don't know. But he brings a dark world upon us. That's for certain. Stop him, however you can.
wanna go home. I don't wanna be here. How many sleeps till Daddy's back? 10 sleeps? 20?
Soon enough. You know he's quite busy. While you wait, why don't you give me a friend? His name is Romeo.
Hi! Are you trained to be a stalker too? Well, let's practice together. Call me Lampwick.
Okay, Romeo.
He didn't even come to your graduation? I don't care if an old man like that kicks the bucket. Don't say that. It's nice you got any family at all. Let's start talking about this. Oh, she's here. Grab her.
A familiar face.
Please teach me how to use a sword. You're a legendary stalker.
Ugh, so annoying. Gemini, get rid of him. I'm off.
No. I'm sorry. I was too late. I wish I'd got here sooner. If I had known this would happen...
At the House of Vanini, even priceless things have a price. Every item... Ah, Master Vanini's collection box. You have been busy, sir. The House of Vanini deals only in masterpieces and works of special genius, sir. And I'm pleased to say that for you, at the House of Vanini,
Avoids durability consumption. Temporarily activates perfect guard when guarding. Nice.
I can hardly believe it. But the ergo readings you gathered leave no doubt. No doubt at all, you see? Okay, Vanini, breathe. Despite your best efforts, they can't read your mind yet. My friend, my apologies. But when you hear this news, you'll be excited too. The puppets were being compelled by the Grand Covenant. But they were communicating with each other, with wavelengths. This is beyond anything I'd imagined. They were not built with this kind of intelligence. I did the best I could to decipher the wavelengths, but there was considerable noise in the signal. Care to give it a listen?
Carlo, I hope you can hear me. The laws of the Grand Covenant bind us. We're his puppets. First law, all puppets must obey their creator's commands. Law 0. The creator's name is Geppetto. Giuseppe Geppetto.
Ah, did you hear that? The last part sounded important, but there was too much static. Tell me you heard it, please. We need to find the cause of the frenzy, and this may be our best chance. What or who was behind the frenzy? Geppetto. Law 0, the creator's name is Geppetto. One can't make these things up. It must be true. That was the cause of the frenzy. But why would Geppetto of all people do this? I suppose we'll never find out if we don't save him. I have to admit it's good to have things in motion again. I was beginning to despair. Now that we know the cause, we can find a solution. And it's all thanks to you, my friend. I always welcome... Que bello! A brand new design. No, a whole new model. What a thrill! And there we are. Done. Even a brand new model doesn't stand a chance when you're dealing with genius. But the device bordered on genius itself. Required all my intellect. If you ever meet the creator, get me their calling card, won't you? No, sorry, I'm sure you're busy. Just let me know if you ever find out.
Dear beloved sister, please forgive your brother for leaving without telling you anything. I'm keeping this letter even though I don't know when I'll be able to send it. I'm being chased because I know the biggest secret of Krat. I'll probably be able to see you if the alchemists are gone from this land, but I'll have to watch you from afar until that day. I plan to protect you until at last we can live here in peace. Just like how I saved you from the workshop tower. It would be wonderful if people learned the truth one day. But some truths are better left unknown. Among the alchemists, I saw all too often how cruel humans can become. After seeing all the experiments and nightmares they were responsible for, I came to believe that there is no God. Instead of revealing myself and risking your life, I'll choose to vanish forever. Still, please remember me if you ever read this letter. We came across the wide ocean. I hope there is only truth in the life you leave your name here. I know people here call you Eugenie as their way, but that name will protect you. Please remember your real name. Your name is... The end of the passcode decipher is damaged, so it's unrecognizable. Let's have a chat.
I heard it from a recent arrival. Alidoro is dead. I know he's a fake, so it doesn't matter. Still, I wonder what happened to the real Alidoro. The one who saved me. I shudder thinking about it. Do you have any ideas? I wonder what the real Alidoro was like. I wonder what the real Alidoro was like. I wonder what... What? Wait. I'm confused. What are you talking about? An older brother? This letter sounds like it could be my brother. The part where it says, "We are from across the wide ocean." It sounds foolhardy to jump to conclusions. But it also fits with what happened at the workshop tower. Sorry. It's just so sudden. I need some time to think. You're here. That's a relief. Being...
No matter what fate brings us, serving her is my duty. Welcome to Hotel...
Hey, I didn't think we'd meet again. I've just come back from the Relic of Trismegistus, and I had no idea it was connected to the hotel. I should add that to my map. It was grim work out there. I found the real Alidoro. He's dead. Probably died heroically, seeking one last score. I buried his body and collected his belongings. It's a tragedy. He was a real professional and an inspiration to the next generation. I'm planning to continue his legacy. And like I said, I'm an explorer, not a fighter, so you would know. Is this weapon any good? If you're worthy, I'll give you Alidoro's weapon.
Strange. It feels like a portion of my memory has been cut away from me. It hurts so much. It's not like a real wound, but still.
Interesting. I don't know why. Let's go check on our tree. Party 6.
Apparently, I must remain in this room. I hope Geppetto is safe. Be careful out there, won't you? The hotel will always welcome you back.
We all owe you a huge debt. Or we will, if we can stop the frenzy. You may not be aware, I am an orphan. In fact, my parents were murdered before my very eyes. The authorities in Krat insisted it was a mugging, but I know what I saw. A mad, raving puppet killed them. A puppet that was driven by a murderous lunatic's awakened ego. I know that because the lunatic told me his name. Arlecchino. I'll never forget his insane laugh. I have been fitting puppets with the Grand Covenant to ensure no one else ever has to experience the same tragedy I did. I was this close to giving up. But now that you're here, you can take the wavelength decoder. It's proof of your brilliant actions. See what else you can read with it. You might even discover more secrets within the Puppet King's message. You can play it back as much as you like. Just use the Stargazer. Here. I always welcome friends.
I did some sleuthing. My older brother's mark is part of the decryption. He used a mark of the Country of the Morning. I have no choice but to believe it's real. After all, we are the only people here who would use that mark. Why did my brother leave? What could it mean if he knew the secrets of the alchemists and Krat? I'm so angry. Does he think he's better than everyone, trying to protect me from a distance? He could have at least said something. All I wanted was a chance to meet my real family. Sorry, I'm just grumbling. I should thank you for uncovering this secret that matters to me. This was precious. It's the only thing my brother left me. And now I'm giving it to you. You showed me the truth, after all. And that's priceless.
Puzzle Flower, Wolf Part 1.
Charity House. Remember? We're best friends. I'm doing what I can to fend off both the petrification disease and the alchemists. My puppets and I are taking a stand against death itself. That's why I tried sending you messengers. But you got rid of them all. You're still an unstoppable fellow. I remember you. No reason for us to fight, I suppose. I'm Romeo. We grew up together in the Monad Charity House. Remember? We're best friends. I'm Romeo. We're best friends.
You feel warmth. And the truth revealed. The King of Puppets was our best friend Romeo. Geppetto is the person who started the puppet frenzy, and Simon started the petrification disease. Alidoro was killed in action by his partner. said Pistrus 2. Got a lot to reflect on as we climb the tower. Even more secrets to uncover. Let's get moving. That's rough. It's okay. Run back some that bar. high-level alchemist badge. As soon as I heard that, I was like, I'm probably gonna die here. I'm gonna get hit by this damn thing. take that. Solid way. Veterans enemies. Checkpoint. Word of 12. Dear Valentius Monad, as a result of the last summit, we vulnerable families have decided to sponsor the Zelator Laboratory Construction Plan actively. There are still those who oppose, but it won't be too hard to persuade them. The only possible variable is that they won't give any information about the lab. being careful is a good thing, but we're ones who provide the funding, so we don't want any uncertainties. We should never just watch. Old families hate being looked down the most. You alchemists know and handle so many things. I had no idea that place known as Devil's Pit had so much value. But when a gold mine or a secret is revealed, you can't put the cat back in the bag. Don't worry about the construction workers. We'll take care of it real clean. Don't forget, if you look down or try to trick us, it's not only the workers who will disappear. Till next time I see you, I'm looking forward to a beneficial exchange. In the name of the old houses, Wolf. Sir Alchemist Audrey. Although she could not be completed, may she be with us through her noble sacrifice. So maybe that person in the actual Overture trailer is Odred. Maybe it's going to be more about like the old families of Kron and all the various alchemists that we have, like Valentin. I want to say it's just Valentius, and it kills me not being able to pronounce it that way because I know it's not pronounced that way. I just heard Sophia pronounce it. Valentinus kills me. Oh. First public meal. Camille, she's probably the first puppet with an ego found by the Order. Before that, Ergo was seen as just a travel expense for a holy journey of the Order. It was God's gift, but they didn't know that it was truth itself. However, God gave us fools the revelation for our enlightenment. It was God's miracle that Camille was made into a maid puppet. Oh. Despite being the early phase when the design was written, Camille caught and saved a baby who fell from a crib. Such function is nowhere to be found in the design. Her appearance and identity in the living years were similar, so it was probably easier for her to manifest an ego. After hurriedly collecting Camille to launch an investigation, the Order found that she understands language and got a message: send me back to my child. By interrogating and taking Camille apart, the Order had opened the door to a new possibility. The means of control, such as the Grand Covenant, emerged, but it was a small problem compared to this discovery. Ergo is not simply the Power Stone, it embraces embraces life. Through Ergo, we can open the door to eternal life, wake up, evolve, ascend. With this discovery, humankind will achieve immortality. So said Pistris too. I, Adriana, recorded for the brothers and sisters, praise Pistris, the one who will swallow evil. Listen, my brothers and sisters, I, Pistris, shall tell you about ancient secrets. A star that was curious about humans pretended to be human, then became one. The humans saw its splendor and called it an angel. Although its form was the same, its substance was different. The undying substance, the breath of metal that lives forever, that is the reason humans wish for an angel. The angel gladly shared immortality with humans, but that blessing wasn't for everyone. All these old books, stories, everything else. Is it a great curve blade? Sword blade? 40,000 per this. upwards.
I'm not going back. I am sick of consuming ergo. It's cruel. There's real meals and real songs out there. I'm not just a memory-reading tool. What? You're not the Inspector? But if you're from the outside, that means we can leave. Thanks. I know the way out, so don't worry about me. Maybe I'll see you on the outside.
Awesome.
I can read memories of Ergo. That's what I was made for. Ergo is crystallized time and memory. But, God, I hate having to consume Ergo to read it. Why does it work like that? It's the worst. I can read memories, but I can't even dream of tastes, smells, or songs. I can't stand it anymore, so I'm escaping. When I get out, I'm going straight to Rosa Isabel Street.
Interesting. So we'll have to check on him maybe next stream. Hello. We did get that key. Chosen One's Trinity.
Oh my, an actual, factual guest. I bid you welcome, puppet of Geppetto. This is our first face-to-face meeting, isn't it? And I hope you weren't too attached to the rhyming. It gets to be a chore without the transmitter to help. Welcome to my sanctum of riddles. I admit I did not really expect you to make this journey in person. Oh, the havoc you must have wreaked along the way. Was there much blood other than what's all over you? I know all about those alchemist cowards. Hiding away on their island, growing more monstrous by the day, refusing to acknowledge either fact that they are hiding or that they are monsters. And how about you? Is this the real you? Or are you still practicing the liar's art as only you can? You must answer. The question is simple, but I repeat, you must answer. And that answer will show what or who you are. Who you have decided to be. Now listen closely and heed the king's speech, or the answer to this one will stay out of reach. Are you a puppet or a human being? Which one are you? Are you a puppet or a human being? Finally, you understand! Yes, we are human. We may be trapped by Ergo, but we live, we think, we love, we hate. They have locked us in the prison they call puppetry. I learned this truth long ago. That is why I've been exacting my revenge against them all ever since. Blood and revenge, revenge and blood, it's the only thing that truly drives me. And it was so much fun. Even if you're lying right now, even if you don't believe your own answer, the truth is clear. Proof is evident. Only humans practice deception so intensely for reasons that are so unnecessary. Well, these moments of clarity are enjoyable. Now the rhyming, it helps me maintain focus. At least it helps me hide the urge to kill that I feel every waking moment. But no play can go on forever. No. It was fun while it lasted, son of Geppetto. The king of riddles shall now retire. The play is over. You don't have to go home or straight to hell. Though that would be my choice. But you can't stay here. Not if you want to live. Aren't you curious, huh? Don't you want to know? Oh, of course you do. Delicious. Time is all I have left. But your time is limited, Geppetto boy. I will gladly waste every moment you have if you like. It's your life. So, come on. Now or never. This tower is absorbing all the ergo in Krat. It was built in this precise location because it's the most efficient place in the world to study and use ergo wavelengths. But it's not even about me. Or you, either. This is about the goddess in the tower. Now she, is worth saving. Her powers are impossible. Her knowledge is endless. She is more, well, awakened than any of us. And you see, she has so much power. It's not like she'll miss just a little. So, I have simply been sharing. Why bother? Well, I was bored. Is there any more human motivation in all the world? What if I made a puppet of a human? The way they made humans of puppets. What could possibly be more fun? More suitable? The play is over. Ah, your eyes are sharper than your wit. You found the gift I left behind. Wasn't it a sight to behold, huh? I learned from an alchemist when I served him. Thanks to him and his surprisingly low pain threshold, I learned the location of their secret island. Humanity sullied its own sanctum long before I found it. Blasphemed against itself, against us, by playing God. I'm an artist. Murderer is a word the humans use to restrain us, to make us refuse our strength and power. I'm an artist. An artist of blood. I have to admit, sullying that particular sanctum was, well, fun. Even now, the memory is enough to make me shudder with something approaching joy. If only I could relive that triumph. The plays. Venini. Oh, a beautiful fool, but a fool nonetheless. A mere slip of a boy when I met him. And did he ever thank me for making him an orphan with my bare hands? Like for giving him everything he has on a silver platter by removing the dead weight holding him back. Of course I'm not sorry. It was a delectable murder. Of the many I have committed since, the Veninis, they have to be my personal favorites. They engineered the very first automated puppets. Enslaved puppets without even understanding what they'd done. I didn't go there to take revenge for what his parents did. I mainly just wanted to slaughter them because they were so damned happy. Oh, what a great memory. In their last moments, they begged me not to kill their child. So I didn't. I'm not a machine. I have free will. I made a choice in the heat of the moment. And it was a choice driven by that most human of emotions. Curiosity. If the child survived, would he be traumatized for life? Become a coward, a vengeful puppet-hating bigot, a despairing wretch? Would he fling himself into the sea? Would he remember the devil that orphaned him before his eyes was a puppet? Would he remember Arlecchino? Not surprisingly, the alchemists and people of the workshop were as artless as I expected, concealing the truth. Thanks to them, I get to see Venini endure twice as much pain. I cannot control myself. Oh, it's so satisfying. Venini is one of my greatest accomplishments. Perhaps even my masterpiece. I suppose I can return this. I've held on to my little souvenir for quite some time. Tell him it's a little something to remember me by.
Lone World Warriors one.
The plays.
That was for Venini. Caliber.
Whoa! Is that you? Wow. You're really something. Seriously, that's impressive. How did you follow me all the way here? Fighting is always my last choice, you know? But you're not getting anywhere near my sister, friend. You'll have to go through me first. And I actually thought we were friends. Was any of that true? In the end, I really don't care. There's only one reason we were given a mission. I'll let you go if you give me gold coin fruit. Aha! I had a feeling we might eventually see eye to eye. I like you. Don't trust you yet, but I'm a cat. I'm slow to trust. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of Krat. Sick to death of just surviving. Hurting, stealing, kidnapping. Surviving. When the hell does it end? My sister and I are going to leave for a different city. Get my eyesight back. A fresh new start as a family. And you have to know, that old man, Geppetto, is safe. We were never gonna hurt him. So please, just let my sister go. Ultimately, we want the same thing. And you have to know, that old man, Geppetto, is... Ultimately, we want the same thing.
can I just say, and I'm sorry that I'm not really talking all that much. Dear God, this place is creepy as hell. Mechanical cryptic vessel. Another cryptic vessel? Really? Back to Venini eventually. Well, that sucks. That majorly sucks. Electric Blitz. You know where to go. Falling there kind of. Oh, I went a pixel over the ledge. Oh well. Sad face. But we now have the shortcut anyway, so we'll be fine. boxes in. +3 for motivity and technique. Just a free 6 stat points. Not bad. Okay, no more screwing around. Never mind. I'm apparently screwing all the way around. There goes 20,000 ergo, 22,000 ergo. It's the first time we've ever actually lost ergo. Surprisingly. Or rather, lost like a significant chunk of it. quite a ways. I was the first to be completed. I will hatch from the egg and fly into the new world. Boss room's right there, and we've got a Stargazer right next to it. Ooh. AKA the hardest boss in the game. Let's go make some preparations really fast. That took me longer than what I was expecting it to, if I'm being completely honest.
Hello, my only friend. What is it? It feels good. Like being hugged by the sun. It is a brilliant feeling. Like the start of spring. Thanks. I think if I make human friends someday, you may not always be my only friend. If I make humans, you may not...
And we got a quartz. Picked up a lot of quartzes. Ooh, and our tree is full. Let's go empty our tree. I'm gonna talk to Benini. Attacked Hotel Krat.
No matter what they're serving her, welcome to...
At the House of Ani.
The toy? But how? The toy my parents made me. You've met him. Arlecchino. We had just watched one of my favorite films, I remember. I begged them to make me the warrior from it. If I hadn't, would my parents still be alive? Would we have been untouched by that murderous puppet? I've always blamed myself. It's a hell of a burden for a child, that kind of guilt. So I hung on. I hung on to the Grand Covenant. I wanted to use it to keep people safe. You know, in many ways, I envy you. Your strength. Thank you for this. Talk about closure. I always welcome friends. Oh, how long do you think it will take me to decipher it? Time me. Ecco! All done, and all yours.
2 seconds.
For a layman, it would have been a tough nut to crack, even for a replica. Child's play for me, of course. I bet you could make a fortune by solving the code behind it all. But why the Grand Covenant, I wonder? Apologies, my friend. I became lost in thought. Please take it.
Orders the train doesn't leave anymore, and the merchant awaits a frozen feast in the destroyed town. Okay. All of our arms are created, so we can use our Legion plugs for selling purposes now.
No matter what, serving welcome to...
Go upstairs, pop all of our quartzes in. Picked up, I want to say 3, maybe 4. We got a lot of quartzes. Quartz? Four.
Might I have a moment, puppet of Geppetto? Ah, good. I was a bit concerned my voice wouldn't even reach you. It has been so very long since I spoke out of turn. You see, I too have been awakened. I have an ego, as Master Venini would say. And I have been this way for some time. At least since Master Lorenzini was a child. He had no one else, you see. His parents. I'm sure you've heard of their terrible fate. And he had to see it all. But Master Lorenzini is stronger than most people suspect. A puppet was the killer. We both knew it. But if we had told the authorities, they might have removed me from the household as well. The young master would have been alone if I had been taken away. If only I could have saved them. Now I atone for that failure by thinking only of Master Venini's prosperity and happiness. But even I did not realize how deeply he still held that trauma. How badly that murderous puppet had scarred his soul. You have set him free. I cannot thank you enough. I am not accustomed to sharing such thoughts or feelings. But when it involves Master Venini, please accept this gift as it truly comes from the heart. My own. We will always roll out the red carpet for you at the House of Venini.
Splendid ergo shot.
At the House of Venini.
Okay. We're on our way. First off, can we actually remove this? Is that gonna be okay to remove? No. We need it. Been a while since we've had to switch to the grindstone, so we're gonna swap over to acid. I'm gonna keep another 3 acid on us. Pop that in. And use a start fragment. Delightly, thank you for following. Greatly appreciate it. Just got the notification for you. Sorry about that. Alrighty. Crap. God. I knew it wasn't going to be that easy. I knew it wasn't going to be just a one and done thing. And I so was hoping that it would have just been. Okay.
Oh, Simon.
Buckle up, you pale-ridden, ergo-fueled albino. I am about to kick your ass. I do not care if you get to summon down thunder. Bring it on. I want to fight. Square up.
Your sword, Vexasia, swears to protect this tower.
And I swear to bring you down. Luxasia's moveset. Check and mate, you stupid bitch. Second try. That's fine.
Oh, Sir Simon. Only you were the one.
Sad zealot. Okay. With Luxasia out of the way, the only person standing in our way right now is Simon. Let us head back to Hotel Krat and see what has happened. And close out for this week.
with unsurpassed sorrow, I must announce Lady Antonia has passed away. As she entered immortality, she seemed at peace. Her face was calm, and she wasn't in pain. It is all thanks to you. Without your most difficult of choices, she would never have found such peace. As for me, I am bereft of emotion. My life, or what passes for it, has lost meaning. It feels like pain has swallowed me whole. Thus I plan to erase my heart and become an ordinary puppet. This will be my last conversation with you as Polendina. Despite how it ended, I thank you for the kindness, bravery, and beautiful moments you showed me.
I'm sorry, my friend. We have a bunch of music to listen to still. But why don't we listen to one of my more favorite tracks of things while we go through everything. Quixote. Memory of a beach.
That shines, losing the horse, build up the seas, set the serpent sunlight, define the heights, behold your sight, for those windmills, let them run again, 'cause I will fight, let it be the cold rain, be it battle I cannot survive, or another cursed spirit come from the tide.
The hotel seems truly empty. Now that Lady Antonia has departed. She was the closest person I had, you know? All that with my parents happened when I was just a child. These halls are truly cavernous now without her and her music. She was a terrific pianist before she fell ill. Now it's up to us to protect this hotel. Her home and ours. Losing someone never gets easier.
Antonia is dead. It doesn't feel real. She was sick, but her personality was so formidable. The hotel feels empty without her. I would have done everything I could to help with weapons. Damn it. I'm so tired of people I know dying. So you'd better not die. If you can't stay alive, I'm gonna beat you up.
Cherry sent a letter to the wonderful gentleman who gave my precious time back to me. A letter that gives off a scent of cherries to the wonderful gentleman who gave my precious time back to me. That time I met you was light itself. Whether you are that child or not, I think you are kind, precious child. Thank you for giving my joy back to me in my last moments. To my young gentleman, to the young gentleman who resembles Carlo, Antonia Sarasani.
At the House of Vanini, even priceless things have a...
I want to give Alidoro's belongings to someone who knows their worth. It's what he would have wanted. If you can prove your worth, his weapon is yours.
Impregnable Fortress Amulet.
Strange. It feels like a portion of my memory has been cut away from me. It hurts so much. It's not like a real wound, but...
Welcome to Hotel Prague. How may I be of service? Welcome to Hotel...
And true to his word, Valentina is no longer here with us. Okay, we've done a lot this stream. We confronted the Black Rapid Brotherhood. We went and cleared out Hermit's Cave. We confronted Alidoro, the false Alidoro, known as Parrot. Killed him. We found out that the real Alidoro is Eugenie's brother, who has sadly passed away and killed by Parrot. And we've started to lay siege to Simon Manus's Alchemist's Isle. And we've killed Laxasia. Sadly, our friend Antonia has passed away, and another friend has followed shortly thereafter in Polendina in erasing his heart. In doing so, we will be playing Memory of the Beach to honor their passing. Let the record spin. As always, I've been your host, XFAngel98. If you enjoyed the show and you enjoyed watching, feel free to follow, I'd greatly appreciate it. Share the stream around, I'd greatly appreciate that even more. We are so close to achieving our goal of reaching Twitch affiliate. We just need people to watch. That's it. That's all. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day and a beautiful night. We'll catch back again next week for Liza P. Cheers.